My name is ZAKWAN bin AZMI, matric number 1180981.
My name is Siti Syafiqah binti Nordin, matrix number 1201711. Coronavirus disease is a kind of ribonucleic acid RNA virus that affects birds and animals and causes respiratory tract infections in humans. In 1965, scientists discovered the first human coronavirus, which resulted in a common cold. Coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 has been characterized as a pandemic by WHO in 2020. COVID-19 is generated by the novel severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, SARS-CoV-2. Similar to other viruses, SARS-CoV-2 is an RNA virus, which means the genetic material for SARS-CoV-2 is encoded in RNA, which is known to be slight as its appearance, resulted the protein synthesis machinery in humans to be deceived as if it is the RNA generated by our own DNA. Until today, Malaysia has recorded more than 2.8 million local cases, in which more than 2.7 million cases is reported has recovered, while about 31,000 cases of total deaths are recorded.
Cambridge University defines anti-vaxxer as someone who does not agree with vaccinating people, giving them injections to prevent disease, and encourages opinions against vaccines. They even have an organization in some countries, and of course, this is not supported by the government, as both are on different agendas. They also believe the vaccine will bring harm to our body. While the numbers of anti-vaxxers are not that big, but their presence is enough to disturb the government effort towards herd immunity from COVID-19. How anti-vaxxers started to exist in Malaysia. Anti-vaxxers in Malaysia do not exist after the COVID-19 outbreaks. They have been a while in Malaysia. Before the pandemic, parents are refusing to vaccinate their children because they doubted about the content of vaccines, especially in measles cases. According to official statistics, the number of parents refusing to immunize their children has been tripled in the last 3 years, from 470 to 1,282. The increasing of COVID-19 vaccine rejection continues to increase as the anti-vaxxers do not believe that the government's vaccination program is going to rescue Malaysia from COVID-19. There is also an approach to the health that was described as natural. This meant avoiding unnatural man-made medications such as vaccinations. Substances that are viewed as unnatural were believed to be unnecessary, as the argument was that the human body was not made to be dependent on them to be function properly.
What are the methods used by anti-vaxxers to influence the society? First, one of the famous Malaysian anti-vaxxers way is by specifically questioning the Malaysian Muslims regarding their feminist affairs. The Malaysian Muslims were sarcastically asked whether they are fear of God, the Creator, or the COVID-19, the God's creations. They also continue to claim the ingredients used in the vaccine manufacturing are doubtful and non-halal, thus Malaysian Muslims should not get their jab. Next is by associating the current pandemic to the conspiracy theories, including the Al-Masih ad-Dajjal. COVID-19 pandemic is claimed to be an event planned by the Illuminati people to lessen the world population. One example, there is this one day in May 2021 that Malaysia has reached COVID-19 daily new cases of 6,999 new cases, and the anti-vaxxers related it to be the double digits. Besides, anti-vaxxers influence the society is by spreading malicious facts on effects of vaccination on humans. The anti-vaxxers seem to be irresponsibly founding on small cases of vaccine effects on certain people and treat them as if those are the kind of everyday effects of vaccination. Last but not least, the method used by anti-vaxxers to influence society is by giving public talk sharing facts on social media platforms on how vaccine works in human body without any medical background. They even claim that the vaccine used for COVID-19 vaccination program is actually inserted with nanochip, which then can be used to kill the vaccinated people with the 5G wave.
So how can the existence of anti-vaxxers risk the society and the country? Firstly, not all unvaccinated people are anti-vaxxers. It could be because they are advised not to due to age, health, conditions, allergies, medical concerns, or other factors. If anti-vaxxers have close contact with these unvaccinated people, it is highly possible that anti-vaxxers will pass the disease to them and risk their life. Anti-vaxxers also can contribute to multiple breakouts. Andrew Wakefield did a study in 1998 that shows vaccinated children had increased the rate of autism, and this resulted to a large number of people stand firm to this study. Although the study was rejected because Andrew Wakefield altered information and facts to support his claim, as a result, multiple breakouts of measles have occurred throughout different parts of the Western world, infecting dozens of patients and even causing deaths in the UK in 1998. Besides, when there are too many people refusing for vaccinated, this could cause the emergence of long-forgotten illness, that is polio. It is a disabling and life-threatening disease caused by the poliovirus. The virus spread from person to person and can infect a person's spinal cord, causing paralysis. Malaysia also had witnessed polio comebacks for the first time in 27 years in December 2019. Finally, the anti-vaxxers movement can result in disrupting the immunization program and making it harder to achieve herd immunity faster. On September 2021, US populations that were vaccinated is only over the half of it, although US Food and Drug Administration (FDA) had approved the safety of vaccines and it is highly effective even against the new variants.
Finally, reach the final point. What are the beliefs held by the anti-vaxxers? The primary belief that most anti-vaxxers around the world seems to hold on is by how the COVID-19 pandemic is correlatively related to the conspiracy theories. Anti-vaxxers believe that the pandemic was planned and ignited by some powerful hands who is accused to be the backstage rulers among the powerful countries like the United States. Next, the anti-vaxxers believe that the vaccines are unreliable to protect humans from infections. Despite many countries having advanced sophisticated technology to produce vaccines, anti-vaxxers believe that vaccines used for COVID-19 are still undergoing its clinical trials. Anti-vaxxers also believe that COVID-19 vaccines can alter the DNA. It is naturally believed that them not understanding the scientific process of basic human biology is presumed to be the reason this belief arises. And lastly, anti-vaxxers believe that choosing or rejecting vaccination is their individual rights. According to the Constitution of Malaysia 1957, Part 2, Article 5, no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty save in accordance with law. But little did they realize, vaccinated people also have their individual rights to ensure that their lives are not put at stake, with unvaccinated people roaming around possibly spreading the virus. Standing for own rights is the right thing, but simultaneously risking others is irresponsible. Instead of getting vaccine that is proven safer for self and people around, it's risking our health and the meanwhile infecting the closest person around us is any better? That is for the anti-vaxxers to think deeply.